Today's video is a request from Kristen T. Let's see what for. How do, ladies and gentlemen, and others, it's me, Royston Charmaine. How are you getting on? Yeah, it's a request video today from Kristen, and it's for this thing, Kelsea Ballerini, Patterns. Now, this is down as being country pop, which I'm not sure what I think, to be honest. I'm open-minded. I guess we'll find out. I love me some Chris Stapleton. I don't particularly like much other country, but I like when someone like, I feel like Sabrina Carpenter does it. I feel like Taylor maybe does it occasionally. The one of their pop songs is kind of country-ish, and I do like those. So hopes are tentatively high. Here on YouTube, we'll just be covering the regular album. Over on roystoncharmaine.com, we'll be doing the deluxe version, which is also where Kristen made the request. Sorry, I didn't say Kelsey, but that's the name of it. Two names begin with a K is too many for me to differentiate in a given moment. Yeah, so if you want to request an album or any other such thing, you can do at roystoncharmaine.com, become a member, join the Discord, all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. Merchandise like this. This one's a trans rights t-shirt. If you buy this, all the money goes to a trans charity here in England called Transactual. There's lots of things. roystoncharmaine.com, link in the description. Okay, shall we listen to the music? Why not? The first track is the title track, Patterns.
Like the rhythm in my head, like the blanket on my bed.
Nice voice, very nice voice. Am I in the center of frame? I'm not, am I? There we go.
Like the stars up in the sky, like I love you too goodbye. I got questions, I got whys, I got patterns.
Okay.
It's in my generation, it's in my constellations. Moon and Saturn, they're rolling through my bloodstream. I'm coming apart at the seams. I got patterns.
So does this mean that she's like recognizing patterns in
Maybe more than I like
her behavior in her
I like
world?
the feeling of the feeling that leaves me staring at the ceiling morning after. And maybe I'm the one to blame for doing the same old same. But hey,
Okay.
what can I say? I got patterns. It's in my generation, it's in my constellations. Moon and Saturn, they're rolling through my bloodstream.
Lots of very like country-esque layers in the sound. It's very layered. Lots of guitar lines I can hear.
It's so much deeper than under my skin. Is this a battle that I'll
The
ever
drums have that very soft,
start? And when does
almost like they've been played with brushes.
it's so
Got to scroll down, sorry.
Is this a battle that I'll ever win? When does it start? And when does it end? Over and over and over again. It's so much deeper than under my skin. Is this a battle that I'll ever win? When does it start? And when does it end? Over and over and over again.
I like things like that, leaving the word out. Ooh. I thought that was the end. We're miles off the end. Ooh, will I outgrow these patterns? Sorry, read Ned. So it's definitely things she's recognizing in herself and things that she's using negative, or at least she's being told they're negative. They're not necessarily. I'm trying to develop patterns in my life. Nothing been said about it again. I'm not far off hitting the like button and giving this an 80 plus, but I don't think I'm quite going to. I feel like I needed a teensy bit more, but I could definitely see this album having some 80s on it if this is the start. Was this a single? Doesn't look like it because that's just the regular album cover, but it's the title track and the opener, and as an opener it's a good one. It definitely has me like interested to keep listening because lyrically it's, well, let's talk about it. Like the rhythm of my head, like the blanket on my bed, always hanging by a thread, I got patterns. Like the stars up in the sky, like I love you to goodbye, I got questions, I got whys, I got patterns. So it's like, yeah, she kind of blames ancestry and star signs and things like that, but I think she knows that, I think this is the key line. Like she recognizes patterns in her own behavior, in her life, and then assumes that things will go the same way as they have before. And it's like negative behaviors in herself, negative things in her head. Why does it start and when does it end? So it's like she's waiting for the end of everything before it's even really had a chance to start. And that's why she wants to outgrow the patterns. Yeah, interesting. The sound was very layered. It was like loads of different guitar lines I could hear. The kind of sound palette you expect from like a country song. But there was like a sway to it. It was a softer sway to it. Her accent wasn't overbearing, which is a problem I have with a lot of country music. That's a purely me thing. It's not a problem with the music itself. Just I don't know. I don't like it when people sing through their nose, and a lot of people in country seem to sing through their nose like that. It's weird. Yeah, I think I'm feeling like a 78. I think. Oh, not 787. 778. And I feel like if this is a statement of what the standard of the album will be, I feel like we will have some likes on this album. And yeah, I'm just looking at the track list. There's definitely some country song names. First Rodeo. How Much Do You Love Me feels like a country song name. Cowboys Cry Too, obviously. Did You Make It Home also feels like one. We Broke Up. I feel like country song titles are often quite on the nose. We Broke Up. I wonder what that's about. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Next song is called Sorry Mom, which could be... Well, let's listen. Let's not pontificate. Let's just play it. Like that, I love that guitar tone. That's really nice. Got a dry mouth today. What's happening there?
Sorry, Mom, I smelled like cigarettes, and my eyes were casa red with a pounding in my
Been there.
head. Showing up again on Sunday morning. You just made the eggs and turned your head. Sorry, Mom, you know that I had sex, or I bought the white dress. I know you're not impressed with my lack of sticking to the Bible. Yeah, I got regrets, but you did your best. I turned out alright, so you can sleep good at night. Maybe I ran all the red lights. Maybe we got into a few fights. It's a different cloth we cut, but underneath we're the same blood. So I know it took a little tough love to be become the woman that you're proud of.
Nice, I like
Sorry,
that.
Mama didn't graduate after 2 years and some
Change of
change.
pace,
That
nice.
money went to waste. I know it wasn't
Yeah,
cheap
yeah, okay.
tuition. There were dreams to chase. And
So you
songs
dropped
to
out of
play.
school
Sorry,
to
Mama,
pursue music.
Mr. 58. I was on another plane, going to another stage. My priorities were out of balance. You told me to go, but wished I was home. Now I turned out alright, so you can sleep good at night.
This is a really good song. Capturing that nostalgia and also that kind of heartfelt reflection.
But underneath we're the same blood. So I know it took a little tough love to become the woman that you're proud of.
Genius isn't helping her out though with transposing this.
Now it turned out alright, and we both sleep good at
Dropout
night.
chorus with a
I met a guy
synth.
that we both like, and I got
Just to
a
come back in
house
understated.
with a porch
Interesting.
light. It's a different clock we cut, but underneath
I'm shaking the
we're
microphone by
same
tapping
blood.
along to the song on the desk. Apologies. I'll tap on my legs.
To become a woman that you're proud of. Sorry, Mom.
I think the fact that I'm tapping along kind of tells you. I really enjoyed both kind of halves of this song. The slower ballady beginning and then this kind of country pop second act. Really nice song. I can repeat all the things I said in the first one about all the layers, all the musicality is fantastic. I just think this time, I don't need to go through the lyric. It's quite a basic lyric, but I feel like how heartfelt it is and how meaningful it is and how well put together the song was and structured it was and how well it flowed, I think kind of sell it. I think we're going well into the 80s. I think we're going like 84. Sorry. If this is your first video of mine, I have something called Crohn's disease. I have to explain this so often. I basically have a choice when I go to record, and I always make the same choice, but it always has the same side effect. I can either not eat and risk being low energy, or I can eat and have energy to be a bit more personable in the video, but feel like a mild nausea, bit of gassiness, which isn't very pleasant, but apologies, but it's just the balance I have to strike. It'd probably help if I didn't drink water so often, but I get really dehydrated really easily again because the Crohn's. It's great fun, this disease. It's so good. But yeah, that's just the balance I have to strike, and occasionally I will do a little burp, so apologies if that happens. But that's just my baggage, I guess. Transition. Can't pass up a transition like that. I had more to say about that song, but you can't pass up that kind of transition. You just have to go with it. Great fucking song, that song.
And I don't abide by that 50-pound limit. On that Delta flight out west, I'm there every other Wednesday. But my heart ain't up in the air, so if you want me, clear out a drawer, clear out a shelf. I wouldn't want to do with anybody else. Everything that's heavy, yeah, check it at the door. Kinda feel like I don't need it anymore. I got some bones and full skeletons from the old house at the dead end. I got baggage, but I'm moving in.
Okay, I'm a bit lost as to what exactly we're talking about here.
I love you people. And shit, I even took it all the way to the steeple. So boy, I know the weight and gravity of keychains with
Okay,
keys,
I'm there.
babe. If
Sorry.
you want that welcome
Distance relationship, can't be asked to do it anymore. I'm moving in with you. Guitar solo, okay. I have a little problem and I will talk about it at the end. But it's still really good.
Everything that's heavy, I check it at the door. Kinda feel like I don't need it anymore. I got some bones of those skeletons. I bought the old house at the dead end. I got baggage, but I'm moving.
A shorter song. So let me try and explain the issue that I had, and I almost like mentioned this at the first song. You can stray slightly too far into this genre and end up sounding like a TV advert or commercial. And this did a bit. I think it was the chant along on the chorus, maybe. The name dropping of an airline didn't help. Like, it's, I don't know what it'd be an advert for, because it can't be for an airline, because it's saying I'm tired of getting flights, I'm going to move in with you, and it's also flaunting the baggage limit, which they would not be happy with. So maybe it'd be for like a moving company or something. But it did feel TV jingle, you know. And I think it's quite a fine line. Not just country pop, just this kind of upbeat, buoyant pop generally. Like, I'm no fan of Imagine Dragons at all, but that kind of music has this problem too, where it, you know, it can just sound like a car advert. It's not much of a genre anymore, but I remember the first genre I realised this with, I don't know if it really had much of traction in the US, but it was like Mumford & Sons, Lumineers era, you know, ho hey rock. Like that stuff, if you got too bright and happy, it just sounded like an advert for like a new TV or something. And it just, you have to, I guess there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's just, it brings me out of the song a little bit. But yeah, when this one stepped up into its upper gears, another really good song. I'm gonna go with 78 again. No, I don't think it was as good as Patterns. 76, still a good song. I think the camera is slightly off center, because if you look at these, if you look at the spacing, you can't see my mouse. I know that actually on this view that looks right, doesn't it? Does it? I think it does. So then why does it look wrong on this view? It doesn't actually, does it? It looks fine. Oh, I know what it is. Sorry. Couldn't fix this live with you sat here. But if I just nudge this a little bit that way. There we go. That looks better. That's more framed, isn't it? Right. Sorry. This ain't my first rodeo, but it seems like it, doesn't it? Right, let's go. Do that stuff before starting the video. Ooh. Bit of space at the start of this one. Not expecting a synth. I don't know what I did expect, but it wasn't a synth.
I like the feeling running with the wind. That's why I went and did what I did. He and I both had our guns to sling.
Oh, this is weird. I like it though.
Was embarrassing. Now I got a couple ribs in my jeans, and I'm still here brushing off a couple things. It doesn't scare or bother you, at least it seems. I just wanna tell you before I get back in the ring. I rode off into the sunset. The red dust hadn't been kicked up yet. Thought I knew all of the ropes. Thought I could ride like a pro. Never knew I'd have a round two. I fell off, babe, but I found you. Take my heart, but take it slow. 'Cause this ain't my first rodeo. Let 'em run, baby, don't you hold your horses back. Love's
Little
the
run
wild,
from the drummer
wild
again
west, ain't
there.
gotta tell me that. But when you put your arms around me, I don't mind. You make me forget about the last time I rode off into the sunset. The red dust hadn't been kicked up yet. Thought I knew all of the rules. Thought I could ride like a pro.
This chorus is.
I'd have a round two.
We'll talk about it.
Fell off, babe, but I found you. Take my heart, but take it slow. 'Cause this ain't my first rodeo. High up in the saddle with flying. Lay me down under amber starshine.
In fact,
Tell me that it's gonna be alright. Even
talk about after. Talk about after.
we never know if we're gonna make it out alive. But when it comes to me and you, I cannot try. Ain't it crazy, baby, how I never know you if I never rode off into the sunset.
Okay.
Off into the sunset.
I'll say it now actually.
I rode off
Are there
into the
ropes and a ring and rounds in rodeo? Because I thought we were getting a bit of a confused metaphor between a rodeo metaphor and a boxing metaphor.
Thought I could ride like a pro. Never knew I'd have a round two. I fell off.
Obviously enough there aren't rodeos in Yorkshire.
Take my heart, but take it slow. 'Cause this ain't my first rodeo.
Another really good song. I think just about we're getting that.
Take it slow, baby, don't let me go. Take it slow, rodeo.
Yeah. I mean, that was my question really. Because there's one where it's talking about getting back in the ring. Is it a ring in a rodeo? Where's that bit? Here. I just felt like we were getting a confused double metaphor with half boxing, half rodeo, but I guess those could be rodeo terms as well. I wouldn't know. Like I've never been to a rodeo. I've never been to like a bullfight in Spain either. Don't think I'll ever be interested in doing so. No offense if it's your thing, just not mine. Don't like non-human animals performing really. So yeah, it might not be a confused metaphor. It might just be terms I'm not familiar with from a rodeo. I know it involves horses and chaps and big hats and lots of shouting. That's about it. Oh, and horses, of course. Bulls, maybe. I really don't know. Also, just wanted to point out, Genius recommends other songs you might like from a song. Gracie Abrams makes sense. Morgan Wallen, ugh, gross, but it makes sense. KSI is a strange one to put on this song. No, anyway, I think I clicked like. I think we just scrape onto 80. I think that was. I don't know. There's just something about the layers of sounds and how every song appears to sway. There's also something about a song about meeting a new love. I don't know, I've always had a bit of a soft spot for a song about that. Just kind of like that kind of, I know I shouldn't but I can't resist kind of thing. I liked the imagery of, where are we? I rode off into the sunset, the red dust hadn't been kicked up yet. So like, where are we? If I'd never rode off into the sunset, I wouldn't have known you. So it's like, we're running away from one thing, probably trying to be single for a while, and then just immediately running into something new. like maybe being a bit resistant to it, but in the end being like, actually, no, yeah, fuck it, this feels right. Which again happens sometimes. You'll often kind of bump into a relationship at the time when you're really not kind of looking for it. That's when you're the most open to it. I don't know. Psychologists can discuss that. I'm here to talk about music, and nothing really matters except that. I won't do shit leadings to every song, I promise. And just I'm on a bit of a roll with it. Can you load this, please? Thank you.
I get existential.
Oh yeah.
I get overwhelmed. I live in my mental when I feel like it's all going down, 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 down. Am I caught up in the wrong things?
My CBT appointment today was about rumination and not doing this. That's a good outlook. Not an attitude you tend to find Christians having. But yeah, I agree. Do what you like, as long as you don't infringe on other people doing the same unfairly. Lots of change-ups in this album, I like it. Hell yeah.
If it makes you happy, why are we so sad? Cheryl said it like 30 years ago. It can't be all bad, bad. Get it off your back, 'cause nothing really matters. We're on a rock in space.
Oh, Sheryl Crow. Yeah. What's that song called?
Nothing really matters when I'm seeing your face, and I'm wearing that just
Come on.
Nothing really matters. We're all souls under skin. Nothing really matters. Kiss whoever you kiss. Push all the chatter. Climb your own ladder. 'Cause nothing really matters. Nothing really matters anyway. Anyway, I was just thinking today. It's kinda all about the memories you make. Yeah, it's kinda all about the love that you get and you give away. You leave the rest to fate. 'Cause that's all that really matters anyway.
I really like the message of that song, as we kind of talked about as it was going along. It's definitely an attitude that I carry into my own life. I think the downside of this song is that, well, just that bit. I feel like it was just kind of 804. No. I feel like it was just getting going, and then it ends. Similar to Baggage, really. I could have done with like all the other songs so far, kind of 3.5 minute range. 2.5 minutes, it just isn't long enough for the song to really get as good as it could get. Could have done with another, like with a bridge and then a final chorus, maybe. I don't know. No tenuous links. Let's just play. How many tracks are on this album actually? Oh, Noah Kahan features. Didn't know that. Okay, 15 tracks, but then there's 5 more on this. So I'm just trying to plan where to put breaks in for the album. You might think, why do you need breaks? Aforementioned Crohn's disease, one reason. Another reason is like doing a video like this isn't just like listening to music. Because, think about when you normally listen to music, like when you're driving a car, or when you're tidying the house or the flat, or when you're, I don't know, gardening. Or even if you are just sat there, you might be on your phone, you might be chatting to people. Like sitting here and like locked in, just staring at lyrics, it is weirdly tiring, like mentally. And when I've done longer albums in one go in the past, it's not gone well. And the comments have let me know that it didn't go well. Yeah. So 20 tracks I'm doing total. And we're 5 tracks in. Let's do chunks of 5. Yeah, yeah. Back in a sec. I'll do a. How much do you love me? It's next. Ooh, ballad, piano ballad.
You put on the boots I like for dinner on Friday night.
Itchy
You
ear.
say they're uncomfortable, but you wear them anyway.
Oh, blisters.
Texting
Don't
dad
get
on the
blisters.
side. You're pouring my favorite wine.
Oh,
You're leaning
proposing.
vulnerable when you'd rather walk away. But when the rubber meets the road and life goes how it goes, and we're not new no more. What
Oh no,
am I
leaving.
for?
Oh, his own dad. Okay.
If the meteor hit, babe, would you get in your car and drive to me to cry with me? If I went insane and didn't know my name, would you stay this side of me, reminding me if I gamble away my money, would you back away if my jokes weren't funny? Would you laugh? How much do you love me? I gotta ask. How much do you love me? You let me ride on your skin. I know that shit's permanent, but worst case scenario, you could put something over it.
Yeah, I'm not one for relationship tattoos.
If the meteor hit,
Oh, chorus kind of ready.
in your car and drive to me to cry with me. If I went insane and didn't know my name, would you stay this side of me, reminding me if I gamble away my money? Would you back away if my jokes weren't funny? Would you laugh? How much do you love me? I gotta ask. How much do you love me? Do I sound needy and dramatic?
A bit.
I know that it's love, but sue me for asking how much. If the meteor hit,
We'll talk the psychology of the song in a second and what I think of it.
in your
I have
car
thoughts.
and drive to me to die with me, yeah. If I went insane, even if I didn't know my name, would you stay this side of me, reminding me if I gamble away my money? Would you back away if my jokes weren't funny? Would you laugh? How much do you love me? I gotta ask. How much do you love me? How much do you love me?
Gotta say, weakest song so far. Main reason for that, look, there's nothing wrong with doing what I'm about to describe if your chorus is a banger. Like verse 1 pre-chorus, this is quite a long section before we hit this first chorus. But then once we do, about a minute in, I felt like it was just 2.5 minutes of the chorus, because like the second verse is quite short and then we're straight back in, little bridge and straight back in again. And it's like, I don't think this chorus is good enough to hit that often. The song I always think of, and I don't think there'll be much of a crossover between this country pop artist and the Finnish rock band Him. But they have a song called Wings of a Butterfly, which I love to use as an example of this, where that chorus is a banger and they know it, and you can tell they know it because they do verses, but the verses are literally like 2 lines each, and it's just a case of, right, get back to that fucking chorus, like hit that hook again. And I feel like that's a bit of the attitude on the writing of this song, but the chorus isn't that there isn't really a hook in this chorus. Look, all the positives I've said about the other songs are all still there. Like, I like the instrumentation. This was a little softer. and so I didn't have as much of it. Maybe that hurt my opinion too. But I do just kind of feel like it fell a little flat. We're still in the 70s. We're nowhere near dipping into 60s. Where that 60s, to explain my rating system, not entirely, but in the 50s is kind of average. 60s decent, not that good. 70s good, not great. 80s great. 90s one of the best, superb. So we're still in the 70s, but we're lower in there. I do feel like there was something missing in that song. And then, I don't think we'll have heard it too much, but I think from personal experience, how much or how little someone loves you is not in what they say, it's in what they do. I think if you actually ask these questions to someone, they can obviously say, "Oh, I love you so much." But then if they don't behave like that, then they don't. And the mere fact that you are asking these questions, the mere fact that these questions are occurring to you, that's probably happening because you're picking up in their behavior signs that maybe they don't mean everything that they've said. So the questions become kind of pointless. And on that depressing note, let's move on to the next song. Two things. Am I wrong though? I don't think I am.
I love New York City, but I can't stay at the Carlisle anymore. My head and
Name dropping things, very Taylor Swift of you.
Some flowers at the door. We said that it was over, would you send them for? If I'm being honest, let them sit outside of 701. Except for that one, I pressed between those 2 pages of Hemingway poems we love. Probably
this is such a Taylor Swift verse, this name dropping shit that means nothing to anyone.
I love and hate you. I'll be your best and your worst day. I'll be your blessing and curse, babe. Yeah. Sometimes I'll cut and goes, but sometimes I'll get too close. You're nothing and everything I got to lose. 2 things can be true. 2 things can be true.
Where are we going now?
The next 120 hours I was obsessively
It's just me, there was like one hit of an 808 and an electronic drum beat and then it's gone again.
Are you feeling numb? Are we turning into people that we used to know? If I'm being honest, couldn't get to Carolina quick enough.
There it is,
I'm not
okay.
giving up. Chartered a plane to your doorstep. We made up in your bed. And probably because 2 things can be true. I love and hate you. I'll be your best and your worst day. I'll be your blessing and curse, baby. Sometimes I'll cut and goes. Sometimes I'll get too close. You're nothing and everything I got to lose. 2 things can be true. I'll be your worst day. 2 things can be true. My eyes are green, yeah, your jeans are blue. I wish it was that easy.
Nothing
When it
is.
comes to me and you.
But in this situation, I think it is quite clear, really.
2 things can be true. I love and hate you.
Leave him.
I'll be your best and your worst day. But you wouldn't want it any other way. Yeah.
Probably does.
Sometimes I'll cut and goes, but baby, don't let me go. You're nothing and everything I got to lose. 2 things can be true. Oh yeah. 2 things can be true. Don't let me
I think both of the hopefully hypothetical people in this song deserve better. It's become more of a psychology talk than music talk. But yeah, if this is how your relationship is, just break up. I think, yeah, it might be great when it's good, but if there's times when it's awful and you're ghosting each other, and just call it. Try and find someone that you don't want to ghost periodically. You know. Musically, I think it was fine. Around the same sort of quality as the first half of the album. I guess we're still in the first half, aren't we? Just. I'll go another 76, I think. No, 75. I don't think it was as good as Package. Yeah, we are trending down a little, but that's kind of okay. You expect that on an album, you front load the best songs. But I don't feel like it's really dropping off that much at all. Like from first track to this one, that's only 3. So that's kind of fine. The next song is We Broke Up. I hope this is a sequel to that last one, because yes, they should. You should break up. Let's see. Ooh. Oh yeah, give me that 90s R&B, well, 2000s R&B sound.
We met, we vibed, we jumped.
This has got a Neo feature. It sounds like it would, doesn't it?
God, we were really something. Almost made it all the way, but we didn't, and it is what it is, okay? No use in digging up bones from the grave. When it's over, it's over, it's over. I could take a deep dive in the details. I could hide,
alliteration, lovely.
Take a stroll, camera roll, old emails. But it's as simple as we broke up. I could call my friends and bitch about it. Write a 7-minute song before what?
No, just 240.
It's as simple as we broke up.
Yep, like this.
We both could point our fingers. We both have one pointing back. Yeah, we could let the goodbye linger. But baby, what's the good in that? Cause there isn't, and it is what it is, okay? No use in digging up bones from the grave. When it's over, it's over, it's over. I could take a deep dive in the details. I could hide, I could cry till I throw up. Take a stroll, camera roll, old emails. But it's as simple as we broke up. I could call my friends and bitch about it. Write a 7-minute song before what? Tell us all this time, I don't gotta wrap my head around it. It's as simple as we broke up.
Country flavours are still there. I like this sound a lot.
I could take a deep dive in the details. I could hide, I could cry till I throw up. Take a stroll.
Did I miss this section?
But it's as simple as we broke up. I can call my friends and bitch about another boy driving off mad in a black truck. Tell us all this time, I don't gotta wrap my head around it. It's as simple as we broke up.
Yeah. Look, give me that 2000s R&B country twang, straightforward breakup song that follows really well from the previous track. Yeah, man. All day, every day, that gets in the 80s. I think we're getting like 81, 2, under 3 minutes, 1. The numbers are completely fucking arbitrary, because you noticed. Purely whimsical. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I think, well, as soon as it started with that, you know, it sounded like fucking Mario Let Me Love You at the beginning. As soon as that happened, I was going to like it. Like, literally like it. And yeah, I think it does itself a good service by being a straightforward song. Like, I've complained about the other under 3 minutes by feeling like they never got going. This did. It had a faster pace to it, and the shorter time kind of suited it. I think this would have maybe outstayed its welcome if it was another minute longer, because it's kind of said what it needs to say. That the entire point of the song is we're just saying, look, it's just a breakup. It's trying to simplify something complicated, and so that kind of suits a short song, you know. Yeah, I think it did what it set out to do, and it did it really well. And just again, the sound of this album so far is just really enjoyable. And I wouldn't say I'm surprised by that, but I would say I'm pleasantly. I'm just gonna say a synonym of surprised. Wait. Ooh.
I have a nasty habit leaving before I get left. You'll think my lights on yellow when I'm keeping you on red. Stonewall my emotions even when I wanna. And cry tears as wide as the ocean, but I don't. One fight too many 3 a.m.s, I guess we're broken up. You're like, this is just a conversation, baby, what the fuck? Now I'm screaming goodbye out like it means I love you. Internal warfare, it's what I always do. Now I'm watching you, it's hitting different now, but I'm telling myself I'm better on my own, I'm better on my own way. Don't go, it's all I've ever known, it's
Legit,
all I've ever
like
known.
fair.
Don't go,
That confusion that, you know,
take it back.
when you're with someone you want to be alone, and then when you're actually alone you're like, oh shit, no.
With my independence through and through. My September makes me stubborn, but it's fighting with my moon. When
That
I
guitar is
said
beautiful.
then I was only fishing. How stupid of me to think you wouldn't listen. Now you're packing up your t-shirts, but I want them in the jar. Can't get myself to say stay before you're out the door. The time under tension is blurring my vision, and so once again my head and heart are at war. I'm better on my own, I'm better on my own way. Don't go, it's all I've ever known, it's all I've ever known way. Don't go, I'm screaming on the phone, I'm screaming on the phone way. Don't go, you're all I wanna know, you're all I wanna know way. If I drive you away, will it cut like a blade? Will it carry the same weight? At the end of the day,
That's the same
I'm
line.
afraid, turn around, hit the brakes. Ooh, and now you got me screaming on the phone. I'm screaming on the phone. Wait, don't go. You're all I wanna know. You're all I wanna know.
Hell yeah.
Don't
Layers,
go.
beautiful.
Can we make it last? Patterns of my past.
Yeah, calling back to the opener. Nice. The indecision of a breakup, really good. Really like well put together, just showing that like the faster pace of the verses really works for it, because it's like that kind of spiraling thought of thoughts overlapping. I'm better on my own, I'm better on my own, wait, don't go is perfect. Yeah, really good again. This time I will give it 82. Then that was better than we broke up, but you know, I enjoyed them both around the same amount. I want to save at this point. I'm just going to have a quick goosey or something. I want to see. Okay. So the top, I can't see the scores yet because I hide them until I put my own score. Made me think of Carly Pearce, Maren Morris, Casey Musgraves. I just wanted to see if on any of these top reviews these words showed up. Because vocally, I don't think I would have thought it was her, because I think there is more of a twang. But then maybe I think she did have more of a twang when she was younger, didn't she? I think if you played this to me and told me it was like an older Taylor Swift album, No, the production's too modern. I don't know. I could believe it because their voices sound very similar, um, and also how they write is relatively similar as well. Lots of storytelling, lots of uh, the cadence of a lot of the vocal patterns and lines are the same. But this, I feel like this is quite a bit better. Say it quietly. Taylor Swift fans are not nice in comment sections sometimes. But like, what did I? So I gave Life of a Showgirl. Wow, that's low. No, I gave it 66. 42 is crazy. It's not below average. It's just a bit boring. Tortured Poets, what did I give that? 70 something? 72. 49, that's crazy. What was the Midnights? Yeah, Midnights I really like. It's just good pop music. I think what I was thinking, the reason I'm on here is because I was thinking of writing best Taylor Swift album since Midnights as my review on this. Because that's kind of what it feels like. Like I gave Midnight's 82. If we look at these numbers here, we're averaging what, probably about 79, 80-ish. Yeah, like that person down here was saying Taylor should stayed country. Kind of did. Like a lot of the songs have that. Her songs have this kind of countryish twang, and a lot of these songs are very pop. Like it says country pop as a genre at the very top of the screen there. Look, but if it didn't sound weird, I would very much flip those words around. I'd say this is pop country. Like it's more pop than it is country. Well, I guess country pop would maybe country pop would maybe mean country flavored pop. It's more put the word pop in bold. Like it's more pop than it's country. I might write that as my view. I don't know, but I feel like is that rage baiting people? I don't want to rage bait people. I just want to. That's genuinely just what's in my head at the minute. This is like what. This is what the Life of a Show could have been if Taylor put effort into that album, which she clearly did not. All right, there we go. I've rage baited you anyway. It's alright. I can just beg for your love later. Slow ballad.
For a kiss,
Oh,
for a
wrong view.
morning call, for you to hear me after all, for you to not put back up walls when you're hurting, for you to let me on my shit and not overshadow it, and really come to my defense like I'm worth it, I deserve it. I follow you to the moon, babe. You know I'm right, I'd die for you, but if you wanna chase, I won't run. I ain't gonna beg for your love. I wanna go a distance, babe, but can't do it if I betray all the way before you work I've done. I ain't gonna beg for your love.
Nice, I like that. I like that as a sentiment as well.
Never helped me turn the stone, and damn, it's getting old when your shoulder's feeling cold. But I'm trying, are you trying? If you want sorry on my knees, babe, that can't be me. God, you can be so mean when I'm crying. But I follow you to the moon, babe. You know I'm right, I'd die for you. But if you wanna chase, I won't run. I ain't gonna beg for your love. I wanna go a distance, babe, but can't do it if I betray all the way before you work I've done. I ain't gonna beg for your love. Is this just way too tough? Are you not chase, I won't run. I ain't gonna beg for
Feeling a bit
your
unrequited,
love.
this, isn't it?
Asking you to say it back, yeah. It shouldn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
So help me help you help us. And don't make me say I'm done. I ain't gonna beg for your love, or for a kiss or a morning call.
Yeah. Sad. It felt unrequited the entire time, didn't it? And then we had it confirmed at the end. I think I've hit like there right at the last minute. Honestly, I think I've just liked this poem. Acoustic, white person with acoustic guitar music is not my favorite thing. The white person bit doesn't matter. But yeah, musically it didn't really do anything for me. But the writing in this is really good. You know, been there. Haven't we all? Sorry. But yeah, just beautifully written about something universally, well, maybe not universally. If you don't get it, fair play to you. And I genuinely hope you don't ever. It's not a nice place to be, but I think most of us do get this. Bit of a bummer, but a nice song. I'm gonna hit 8 on the nose. Yeah, musically it was like a 71, 72. Didn't really do much for me, but the vocal and the lyric were really deep. I know I'm meant to take a break at 10, but I sod it. Let's just keep going.
Standing in my underwear, babe, I'm jumping right in. It's almost like I don't care if I even know how to swim. You could save me, maybe I could save myself.
Where's this going?
Do? Looking at you, something crashing over me like Malibu. I'm diving into you.
Crashing over me like
And it
Malibu.
feels like oceans around me. I think I'm drowning. God, I can't breathe. Put your mouth on me. Open in uncharted waters. If loving you is an ocean, then I'm in deep. Now it's too late to swim to shore.
Not for me.
I don't need an SOS, I guess. From the waves to the floor, I let you move me east to west. I'm running out of air all over me everywhere. Oh, I'm almost there, and it feels like oceans around me. I think I'm drowning. God, I can't breathe. Put your mouth on.
I know what I'm gonna say.
In uncharted waters, if loving you is an ocean, then I'm in deep, 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 I wanna Nirvana, Nirvana, Nirvana. I wanna your body, my body, one body.
Okay. No, hey, dickhead. Didn't tell you to play, did I? I never want to discourage artists from taking a swing. Oh shit. Did I close this without saving it? That's weird of me. Did I do it on this one by accident? No. What happened there? I gave an 80, didn't I think. And then Deep is the one we just heard. Yeah. I never want to discourage artists from taking a swing. It happens a lot with rock metal bands, which is like the core genre that I listen to. Um, as you can probably tell from what I've written in the title, where they'll do like an experimental, either a slower song or an electronic song, and then the fan base fucking shits on it. And I try my best not to do that. When someone takes a swing, I like to try and be fair and try and give it. You can see this going. Give it. I want artists to take swings. The problem with taking swings is that sometimes when you swing, you will miss, and this did. I think. I appreciate what they were going for, like going for a bit more electronic and trying to lean into the electronic, especially with the vocal and how the vocal sat on it. I just didn't really enjoy it. I toyed with high 50s. I'm not. I'm going to go 61. Purely as an award for having tried something. And please continue to try things if you see this somehow. Please keep trying different things. But unfortunately, yeah, this one didn't quite work for me. And looking at the play count on it compared to the rest of the album, I don't think it worked for a few people. But that's okay. Cowboys Cry 2, featuring Noah Kahan, who we've covered on the channel before. Don't want to start a second in. Let's do that.
He's as tough as the tattoos up his right arm, and I've talked him down from getting in a fight or two. He stands his ground, he's as stubborn as the weeds in the backyard. 'Cause growing up he had to go where the wind blew. He hides his heart and hurt, guess he kinda had to. In a world that says saddle up and be a man. When the sun goes down and his hazel eyes go blue, that's when I understand. Cowboys cry too. They may not let them fall down in their hometown, thinking they still got shit to prove. That well runs deep. But when he's showing his skin, letting me in, that's when he's toughest to me. I never knew Cowboys cry too.
Nice.
I grew up wishing I could close off the way my dad did. Cause that band never felt a damn thing he didn't wanna feel.
Yes, he did.
But I burned too many miles trying to ride out all the sadness. You can't outdrive pain, someday it's gonna take the wheel. Can't be alone, but don't wanna get close to anybody. Don't wanna bare teeth, but don't wanna look weak, it's a tough spot. But I'm afraid you'll walk away when the tears start running. But I hope
It's one of the worst when I say a single word rather than a line.
Cowboys cry too. They not let 'em fall down in their hometown, thinking they still got shit to prove. That well runs deep. When he's showing his skin, letting me in, that's when he's toughest to me. I never knew Cowboys cry too.
Alright, fine.
Blame it on the fathers, the ones that said they stay. Blame it on the songs that tell you they all right away. Ain't that way? Cowboys cry too. They may not let 'em fall down in their hometown, thinking they still got shit to prove. That well runs deep. When he's showing his
I feel like I get on quite well with Kelsey. I feel like we agree on a lot of things. Yeah, there is a push, I think, across most of the Western world at the minute to dispel this myth that if you have a prostate gland, you shouldn't show emotion. I feel like that's something that the Latin world has very much been ahead on for a long time. You know, you think of like Spanish and Italian, Portuguese people are nowhere, like, say people, men specifically, are nowhere near as guarded as we Western folk. Well, they're Western too. You know what I mean? We pasty Caucasians as opposed to the tanned Caucasians. I think that's definitely a cultural difference, and it's definitely something that we are trying to change and should do. Because why would you bottle your emotions? Like, there's a term here in Britain called stiff upper lip, and it's still said today as like a compliment, and it's not. I'll go further. Actually, I've said it before. I've said it for years, and I said it to people's faces, and they've not been happy about it. But I think it's a fact. I don't think there's anything more cowardly than hiding from your own emotions. Like, people think it's brave, like when, you know, something awful happens and they never once shed a tear. Like, that's a bad thing. That's you aren't, either you're a sociopath and you actually just don't care, or you are bottling it up and you will either lay out in other ways as anger or as frustration, or it will overflow and you will just have an absolute crash out breakdown one day. Confronting emotions as they happen is important. Like, it's something that, honestly, I think it's something that should be taught in school. I think it's difficult to teach emotional maturity, but we could fucking try. You know, teach kids how to deal with emotion, how to confront difficult things, instead of, teaching them fucking, I can't remember anything. Never mind. But yeah, I enjoyed the song. I think the Kelsey and Noah's voices blend together really nicely. I don't think Noah is a cowboy. I think he's Irish, isn't he? But still, have I made that up? Is he Irish or is he American? He's American. Why did I think he was Irish? Have I covered someone else who does similar music who is Irish? I think I might have. I think I might be getting two things confused there. But yeah, in terms of a number grade for this song, oh, camera, can you focus, please? Oi, dickhead, focus on me. Fucking hell. I think in terms of a number grade for that song, I think we're going for like a nice solid 83. Really enjoyable. Camera, fucking focus, mate. What are you doing? Stop being a dickhead. Why are you on focus 200? I always have it on 380. Knobhead. Right. Sorry about that. Right, now I am going to take my break. And then I'll come back and finish the regular album for the YouTube folk. And for you who come over to the website, we'll do all the bonus stuff as well. I'll be back in a... There we go. Just been reading some comments from the Williams Eilish's video that went out yesterday at the time of recording. Thank you. Very positive comments on that video. I do tend to find that I have positive comments when I'm positive and negative comments when I'm not so positive. I try not to be too negative. Like on Friday, I listened to the new Alter Bridge album and didn't really enjoy it. And the like-dislike ratio and the comments on that video is not great. I'm very aware that my channel could grow a lot bigger if I was just pretending to be positive about everything, but I'm never going to do that. I'm always going to be honest, and that's probably to my detriment financially. But if you like what I'm doing here, please do hit like and subscribe and all that, because I do it all the time. I would you? Let's see. Tenuous links into the next song. Maybe that could be a new staple of the channel. Oh my god, I've done it the entire time.
I wanna be the one that you're calling when you're drunk. When you're dropping every ball, I'll be there to pick 'em up. 'Cause that's just what you do when you love someone. Yeah, that's the choice you choose when you love someone. Call a car, hop a plane, never call you insane. Foolproof, evergreen on your side. Can't you see, baby, I'm true blue. No conditions.
Weird timing of that double clap.
To the moon, no suit. I would you? I would you? I would.
Hang on.
I would. I would. Da-na-na-na-na. Life is short, life is long, but it's better with you here. If somebody
Okay, no, they are on the and four.
wrong,
I just got
baby,
confused
hold
there.
my beer.
Sorry.
That's just
1
what
and
you
2
do
and 3 and
when you
4
love
and 2
someone.
and 3 and 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the choice
the
you
double is on the and
choose
4.
when
It
you
just
love
felt like it wasn't in that chorus. It confused me.
Hop a plane, never call you insane. Foolproof, evergreen on
Yeah,
your
okay.
side. Can't you see,
Why did that
baby,
confuse
I'm
me?
true blue. No conditions that follow you to the moon. No suit. I would you? I would.
Again, though, we're questioning the love of the other person, even though it's friendship this time. In a more upbeat way, though, I guess, but still, don't do that.
5 years old, divorced and newlyweds. Yeah, I'd still die for you. Then haunt you when I'm dead. I'll think about these nights. Summer of 24, when we lost count of all that's what friends are for. Call a car, hop a plane, never call you insane. Foolproof, evergreen on your side. Can't you see, baby, I'm true blue. No conditions that follow you to the moon. No suit. I would you? I would you? I wanna be the one. I would, yeah. I wanna be the one.
Yeah, pleasant song,
That's just what you do.
but also a little bit of a nothing song. Sorry.
You love someone. When you love someone.
Absolutely fine for within the flow of the album. I just clicked pause, you know. Absolutely fine for within the flow of this album. But I don't think that's going to leave a lasting impression. I think I'm going to go with a 75. Nice, round 75. I don't have much else to say. So this time last year. Ooh. Ooh. This is something I'd write. I'm tempted to like already, but no, let's let the song get going.
This time last year, right around the holidays, there were messes in my mind. I was learning all the harder ways, living it down and drinking a lot. But hitting the town didn't hit the spot. But oh, how the tides changed in 365 days. I gave hell a piece of my mind. It gave me a hit to my pride. peace of my mind. It gave me a hit to
Oh, bring
my
those guitars
pride.
back.
I came out
It was
on
so
the
good in that
other
intro.
side. The devil said hi, but baby, baby, look at me now. I lost a couple good friends. I'm tired, a couple loose ends. It's all part of shedding old skin and starting again. And baby, baby, look at me now. This time last year. This time last year.
It's not going to get a like,
Baby, baby, look at me now.
but it's a good song. And it's a fitting end to this album. I know there's another outro.
It's gonna be okay. You'll live to see the day when you're gonna say, look at me now.
Let's listen to this 1 minute outro. May as well.
Is
78
it
for
a
that one.
time? Is it a place? Is it a person or a change? Are you safe on the road you chose? Did you make
That's a
it
callback
home?
to
Is it where prayers go when you pray?
ooh,
Is it
middle-ish of the album.
turning of the page? I'm thinking of you as you go. Did you make it home?
Don't know if that's a necessary outro. But what even is a necessary outro? Just a 70, but that doesn't really, that's not going to really factor into my totaling of things. No. That's for the website only. Let's hit save on this. So, the album for my scores at least 78, 84, 76, 80, 77, 72, 75, 81, 82, 80. Solid run there. 61, 83, 75, 78, 70. For the score for the album overall, I'm just feeling a straight 8. I think that's where I'm at. And I think I'm going to write what I was talking about not writing. This is the best Taylor Swift album since Midnights. Yeah, that'll do. Just that. Right, so I'll give an 80. The top critic score is 70. That doesn't bode well. Let's scroll up and look at these averages. Okay, so 70 from critics, 65 from users. Okay, so AllMusic and Rolling Stone both gave it a 7. NTTR. Do you want to actually, like, write an opinion at all? No. Pedro. There's no question 2023's Rolling Up the Welcome Mat was a game changer for Kelsey. Okay, I'll maybe check that out. They're not my favourite thing she's done. It's shown from more raw and honest. Patterns asserts how it's changed her approach to music. Sound like this is quieter. Some would say with more refined production, and lyrically she's more cut open than ever before, but the charm is fading. I don't think I could agree less. I think this is more... I think this is a very charming album. I feel like it was very earnest. The highest rated song is Baggage. What? Come off it. Spectrum Pulse 50. So this is a bang average album. So apparently Rolling Up Welcome Back is one of the best projects of 2023. Tepid and overproduced pop country full of dated stuttering drum machines. Yeah, but that's the genre, bro. If you don't want that, then don't listen to the genre. What was the previous album like? I bet it sounds the fucking same as this. I bet any money. 2023 they said. So this one. One sec. We're finding out. Rolling Up the Welcome Mat. Where's that? There it is. Gonna pick the most played one. The first one.
Falling back in line. I'm wearing the ring. Crazy for being the one.
Okay, that sounds the same. Last one.
I do this. I wonder if they'll ask if I'm still feeling.
It's the exact same, right? It's the exact same. People are annoying. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yep, I'm sticking with 8 out of 10. Really enjoyable. But I just like this kind of pop, laid back. I can sit and listen to it all day. Yeah. Anyway. Someone's hammering something somewhere. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're on YouTube, there's a link in the pinned comment that will take you to the roastingcharmaine.com version. You can watch it for, you can get a free trial membership and watch it for free. And then keep that free trial for a month and see if you like everything else that goes on that website. And yeah, for those of you just watching on YouTube though, that's all for now. So from me and my channel founders, Trinity Zis, Cabbage, Kate, Hannah, Argo, K-Mum, and Matthew Ross, until the future, drive safe. Okay, now they're gone, let's carry on.